Hey, Drama Family. I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about acting as characters who we wouldn't normally um, see ourselves as. So these are like non human characters. And one thing that's pretty common when you start acting is that every character sort of embodies yourself. The way you move, or the way that you uh, are, the way you stand, the way you walk, the way you gesture, that these characters are really you using their emotions and their words. But that becomes really hard when you're using a non human character, or a character that uses really non human moves. So, like when we did Commedia dell'arte, we started with these really, really dramatic movements, right? Where we were moving around like this. And by the time you guys got to your performances, a lot of them were kooky and funny, but they were no longer dipping their heads and looking with their noses first. They were kind of walking around like you, which is something, again, that's very, very common when you start acting, is really letting go of who you are in your body. Um, so I wanted to show you guys a little bit about what I mean. Um, and so I'm going to show you guys an example that I don't know how I really found this in the last 20 minutes, um, but it kind of puts together some of the things I've talked about in some other videos, like makeup, and also this technique of like moving not like you are yourself. So I'm gonna minimize myself a little bit here, and we're gonna watch a little bit of this music video by Steam Powered Giraffe of Honeybee. It's actually pretty cool. Let me click on it and then I'll. You didn't have to look my way. But as you notice, they're very robotic in their movements. The song's also nice and they sing well as well. But everything kind of has just a little bit of that robotic quality. You can also see their makeup. That's all makeup. They're not robots. But what we see here is a little bit of a close-up. It's that idea, right? That ability to convince an audience that you are something else. So one of the things that I think they do really well here, and I'll pause it so I'm not talking over them, is their movements get to a point and then kind of jerk and stop, kind of like if you were a robot moving this way or that way. So something to think about when you're doing a non-human character is, how does the thing that you're doing move, and how can you translate that into your own movements versus being just yourself, right? We would get a little bit of the effect of them being cyborgs if they're wearing the makeup, but we wouldn't get the same a complete effect if they weren't doing the movements as well. So something to think about, something to try on your own. You can pick different creatures or different things, a robot, a mermaid, a fish, going back to those talking about the Little Mermaid and all of that. Those are all characters that are played by people. And they are not puppets, they're people. So how do we get those movements? Or the Lion King, all of those animals are played by people. How do they insinuate to the audience that they are cat-like, or that they are fish-like, or that they are robotic, or a scarecrow, or a tin man, or whatever, in a way that is all about their movements, and creating that illusion. All right, guys, something to think about, something to try on your own. I definitely recommend trying it in front of a mirror so that you guys can see exactly what's happening, and you can watch the little bits of your fingers or your face or your body move that maybe you couldn't if you were just in front of a blank wall. All right, guys, see you later.